On average, snow covers 40% of the planet's land surfaces during any time of the year. It turns out that this snow is very critical, not only to the plants and animals that live in these northern regions, but also to the southern areas like the tip of South America. And also, snow is very important for another group of organisms, humans. Now, as most of us know, most humans don't like being entombed in snow and ice. But the truth is, we could use more snow, especially in the springtime. Okay, just hear us out for a second. Yes, the winter has heavy snowfall and severe cold in parts of the United States, but many other regions around the world, including the Rocky Mountains and the Tibetan Plateau, currently have less snow cover than the average monthly rate measured between 1981 and 2010, according to the U.S. National Snow and Ice Data Center. More importantly, the historical trend lines are pretty clear. Since 1967, the amount of springtime snow cover in the northern hemisphere, where the vast majority of Earth's snow falls, has decreased by about 1.6% every decade, from 1981 to 2000. This, according to a 2014 report from the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. This report by IPCC says human-produced greenhouse gases are likely to blame for this decline, and that if emissions continue at their rate, the amount of springtime snow cover in the northern hemisphere could decline 25% by year 2100. Now, of course, that's not just bad news for skiers and snowmobilers. As it turns out, snow serves two functions vital to life on Earth. Firstly, snow reflects sunlight back into space, helping to cool the planet. This property, how well a material can reflect sunlight, is called albedo, and scientists measure it on a 0 to 1 scale, with 0 being perfectly absorbent and 1 being perfectly reflective. Ocean water has an albedo of around 0.6 in most cases, so it's semi-reflective of sunlight, but the albedo of fresh snow can be as high as 90%. That makes it far more reflective and thus better at discharging solar energy back out into the space. Secondly, snowpack, layers of snow that pile up over time in more mountainous regions, is one of the primary sources of fresh water on Earth. Snow melt, what happens when snowpacks heat up and release liquid water typically from their bases, may be responsible for up to 75% of the water supply of the western United States. This according to the U.S. Geological Survey. So you're probably thinking, but shouldn't the declining snow cover result in more fresh water as it melts? Yes, but maybe too much. You see, if too much water is released, flooding can ensue, says Nicholas Kennard, a hydrology scientist from the University of Saskatchewan in Canada. He says if too little water is available, drought is often present. Flooding of the Red River, the 2013 Alberta floods, and reoccurring drought in the Great Plains region are three major examples of the importance of snow to North Americans. In other words, snow acts as a storage mechanism for fresh water, and if it's released too quickly because of warmer temperatures and shorter winters, it could result in catastrophic flooding. To make matters worse, our methods of finding out how much water we have aren't all that reliable, a problem Kennard is trying to fix. He's developed a new acoustic sensor for measuring the amount of water that a given depth of snow can release, what's known as the snow water equivalent, or SWE. When calculating SWE, scientists often use devices called snow tubes, essentially just long pieces of pipe that they stuck into the snow. But on their own, snow tubes tend to overestimate the amount of SWE by about 10%. And because they physically put a hole in the snow, scientists can't go back and resample the exact same spot to determine precisely how much the snow level has changed over time. Additional methods for determining snow's properties include radar, aerial, and satellite surveys. Even bouncing radio signals off meteorites floating 50 to 75 miles above the Earth. In fact, using the meteorite radio signal bouncing method, scientists across North America have also managed to create a network, 730 automated SWE measurement stations called SNOTL. which is designed to help regional managers forecast how much water that populated areas will get during the annual springtime snow melt. So, although we may grumble about the long winters with cold temperatures and the need for snow shovels, the presence of snow governs our lives, provides water for agricultural use and consumption, and also influences the climate of regions where no snow will fall. Hey guys, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and the like button. It'll help us out a lot. If you guys have any ideas for future topics and future episodes, please comment down below. And also, follow us on the various social media platforms listed down below.